So, today I'm going to be looking at specifically the leaked text messages that I haven't personally read, so I don't actually know what's in these text messages, between HeeJin and Taeyang. And the interesting thing about all of this is not new information. We actually knew that they shared text messages between each other. This is just the first time that we have gotten proof of that and that they have been released, right? We actually already knew that she was claiming that V, and also, if I remember correctly, I think Jungkook was involved in that as well, that they had offered her messages of support um, in the very beginning of the Hybe versus Minheejin debacle. Um, but something very important to note is that was very early in development, and also a message of support does not necessarily mean that they support everything that you do. It just kind of means that at the moment they were like, hey, it's okay, it'll work out. But I'm gonna read this because it's gotten a little spicy. People are talking about it a lot right now. So we're gonna look. We're gonna see. Oh shit. We're gonna see what this says. All right. Let's see. Minheejin. Taeyang. Energy between them. Oof. Cold energy between them. Minheejin showed up as the star reversed. I honestly think that, in her opinion, this is a way of garnering attention. I really think that the only reason she did this was to get people talking about her and about the situation again. That's really what I think. Because she felt that the attention was leaving, and it's almost her way of being like, hey, look at me again, look at this again. She's bringing it back to the forelight. And with the star being reversed, that is negative attention. So her goal was to bring negative attention, not just to herself, but to Taeyang as well. And maybe not just Taeyang, but probably all of BTS. I mean, it's no secret that she's completely, like, 100% jealous of BTS. That's not a secret. I honestly think that if you read any CEO, they would also probably be pretty jealous of BTS's success and the fact that they cannot recreate it. And the reason why you can't recreate it is because BTS are very special, and those members are very special, and they only come once in a lifetime. So, yeah. Taeyang is the Three of Pentacles. I honestly think that he was just genuinely trying to be a good teammate. I genuinely think that he was just trying to keep good morale between everybody, right? I think that BTS as a whole, and Taeyang specifically, um kind of have this idea of wanting Hybe to be a giant corporate family, right? Where even all of the, like, groups under the sub labels are all coexistent, and they all like each other, and they all support each other, because that's something that BTS didn't get while they were at their peak in the industry, right? They didn't get that same camaraderie, because they kind of didn't have any like sibling groups until TXT debuted, right? And like when TXT debuted, like 2019, 2018. So I think it was 2019. Um, so it's a part of the being in a K-pop group of experience that they did not personally get to experience. And so I think that they have this idea of wanting all of their groups to to have that kind of camaraderie. So I honestly just think that he did it to be a good sport. That's honestly what I see. But the King of Cups is between them, telling me that the energy between them is now very cold and it's very calculated. A very watch what you say around this person. Watch what you do around this person. Because there is no emotion here, right? There is no love here. There's no sensitivity here. I mean, this is really a case of somebody who is very sensitive to other people getting mixed up with somebody who does not care about emotions and is only focused on business. A very business minded individual. This is what happens when you have two people who have completely opposite mindsets, honestly. Of one being like, hey, I'm very like sensitive and everything that I think is based off of emotion, versus somebody that's like, everything that I think is based off of business. It's a business decision. She kind of cornered him, honestly. She kind of entrapped him. I think I didn't read the text messages, but I honestly think that when he messaged her, to me, it's honestly like a light bulb went off of her head. And she's like, this is a good opportunity and I can use this. And so I think she kind of used I honestly think she used his generosity to to make herself seem better. I mean, the Queen of Swords verse, that's HeeJin. That's always been HeeJin for me. Um is the Queen of Swords, specifically when she's reversed. Just a very cold and calculating woman. And the Three of Cups here, because because of what it's paired around, tells me that there was some like talk and drama. Um Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if Taeyong was like, "Hey, like I understand your frustration with the company." And honestly, if it was kind of like a, "Hey, let's kind of talk shit together" kind of moment. You know what it reminds me of? This is going to be a little weird, but you know the kind of like water fountain talk in offices where like people who work in like a big office, when they're standing by like the little water dispenser and they're like kind of gossiping and talking shit about their boss together. That's kind of what it reminds me of, honestly. It kind of reminds me of like a little moment where they were just like, yeah, I get it. Like that shit sucks. That person sucks. And you're just kind of like camaraderie together. But the difference here is he was coming at it from a place of, just being genuine, just being a bro, just kind of helping out, just making her feel better because maybe she seemed upset or stressed. And she was coming at it from a very calculated point. It would be like your coworker in that moment, after you have your little water fountain chat, going to your boss and telling your boss what you said. And it's like, but ho, you were saying shit too. So Like, yeah, I know I said shit about them, and I still stand by that. But we were having like a good little bonding moment, and you were talking shit about them too. We were just talking shit to talk shit. That's what it seems like to me. He just talked to the wrong person, honestly. Yeah, the fool's here. It's about innocence, naivety. He was just a little naive. He was a little naive, and she saw right through it. She saw how naive he was, and honestly how generous he was being, and she saw it as an opportunity to get what she wanted. That yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all it is. Is there anything else to see about this situation? Honestly, I don't think so. Um, I'll look. I am gonna do another separate reading about BTS in general, and we might see some stuff about this come up. So I want to go ahead and do just a little general passover of what the other members feel about this specific situation. So that way, maybe when I do my big BTS reading, when I look at all the members, um, that information isn't as prevalent. And we're not getting the same situation thrown back at us. So I'll look and just do a little general reading on how the other members are feeling about the situation at the moment, especially given that their comeback is right around the corner, and I'm so fucking excited. All right. Oh yeah, they're like you got played, buddy. That's what it seems like. She just used you. They're not very happy. They're not very happy about the situation. I don't think they're necessarily unhappy with him, because I think they know how Taeyong is, and I think that this is very um. It's not surprising, I guess, to them that Taeyong would have messaged her and talked to her and vented out frustrations with her about the company, right? That's not shocking to them. They know how Taeyong is. So I don't think it's necessarily unhappy at him. I think they're just unhappy about the situation in general. Um, and yeah, I do see them like, yeah, she used you. They were kind of angry too. I think BTS are like, we can turn this shit around. I think that they have full confidence that they can take this situation and use it to their benefit. Like she did. Honestly, it's kind of like, let's play the player at this moment. It's like, okay, she wants to play that game, we'll play it too, but better. That's kind of what it seems to me. It's a little petty. It's a little petty, honestly. The world being here tells me that like the public is on our side, and that's what they're going to utilize. They're going to utilize the fact that, hey, we're we have the world on our shoulders. You're nothing. Yeah, they're going to be able to get out of this, but I mean, they're upset that it happened. They're angry that it happened. It didn't shock them, but they're upset about it anyways. Um, but they're like, we'll get our lick back. That's what I see is just them being like, yeah, that's okay. We'll get our lick back. It's fine. We'll get her back. Very petty. I love it. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's a short reading, kind of a fun, short little romp. If you guys liked this, then please leave a like and maybe subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!